Hi, I'm Thomas, founder of Believe in the Run, and I've been running since my mid-30s, and I've run over 40 marathons. And this year it's going to be a little different. I'm training for the London Marathon, and I'm using the Wahoo KICKR RUN. There's several reasons I'm using. You can follow along with the training, and we'll cover them all. All right, thanks for coming back and joining me on this journey as I train to London with Wahoo KICKR RUN. And I'm just going to give you a little background of what this week's training was like. It was a little bit of a step back. So my coach, we went over 54 or so the week before, and he wanted to drop it back. We went 48 miles this past week, and I had a lot of fun. So Saturday I went for a run with the Faster Bastards, which was always fun. That's the one I tried to do up-tempo run. We did 10 miles on Saturday, and then followed it up and ran with Lo, who is somebody that if you follow this channel, you know he does a lot of stuff with us. He ran New York with us when we did it with New Balance. And he hangs out all the time. So shout out to my guy, Lo Johnson. And then we got into the week. My coach started me off with a nice day off on Monday, which was very welcome since the daylight savings hit, and that was a monster. I don't know about you, but I always run in the morning. So when daylight savings hits and you'd normally be getting up at 5:30 and it's actually 4:30, it's, you know, coming off a weekend, that's just rough. So I had the day off, that was great. Got into an easy run on Tuesday, and then got on the Wahoo KICKR RUN and did my workout for this week, which was a 2-mile warm-up, 5-mile repeats of 1 mile repeats, 5-mile repeats, that makes sense, with a 1/4 mile in between to rest, and then a 1 mile cool down. If you're doing the math on that, that's a 9-mile run on the treadmill. Really enjoyed this one. I don't know, I'm getting addicted to doing the speed work on the treadmill just because the Wahoo KICKR RUN is just so smooth, and just hit that little paddle on the side to get it up to the pace I want it. And once I'm locked in, I'm good. Obviously, told you in the past that I'm linking it to my apps, which also connect to Strava and everything else. My heart rate monitor is going. So I'm checking my little avatar as he's running through Zwiftland. Went back to Mayfield for this one because I didn't want to deal with elevation changes. If I had had the treadmill going with the auto elevation, you get up in those mountains in Zwift and it's just ridiculous. So I usually have to turn it off if I'm doing a speed work. But this one was straightforward, just kept it on Mayfield, just had to do the mile repeats, and I cranked them down. I started at 7:45 for the first one, ended the last one at 7:15, which felt really comfortable. And this is where the confidence comes out. I was talking to Megan about it. It's really tough when you're doing the paces outside. You have to kind of find them, and you're checking your watch, and you're going a little too fast, you're going a little too slow. So having the Wahoo where I can just set it and say, this is what the pace feels like, this is what the leg turnover feels like, here's what the effort feels like, makes a huge difference. I'm hoping that transfers out to the road, but for this workout, it was great. I just really lock in and hold on, and had a great experience. So it was a fantastic workout, nailed everything, felt good, confidence is up. The rest of the week was pretty simple there. We got into just recovery miles, and I'm getting ready for this weekend. I'm gonna have my biggest run yet. All right, so coming up on the next episode, I may give it a shot to try the Wahoo app, just because in there you can actually hit the splits. That's the one thing that's kind of a downside in the Zwift, is you can't hit your splits. The treadmill, the Wahoo KICKR RUN, actually has a blue dot button on it that when you're using the app, you can hit that button and that will do your lap time. So that'll give a better results as far as when it transfers over to Strava for my coach to look at and see the exact splits, rather than me just telling him what I did for the splits. But follow along, we'll probably hit that this week. If not, we may just do a little session with Carl coming over and doing some of the different features that the treadmill offers. So stay tuned. Appreciate you checking in with me to see how we're going for London. Really excited again. I asked for music tips the last time. If you know anything on YouTube that's motivational for me to watch while I'm doing some of these longer workouts on the treadmill, or if you want to suggest that you want to see me go for one of my long runs or a speed workout or something like that, let us know what you're interested in finding out about the Wahoo KICKR RUN, and we'll go over it. Anything you want to know about my training. I kind of get into nutrition. I can tell you a little bit. This week, I've been using both Pillar and Runway products for my nutrition, and it's going really well. So thanks for watching.